So welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Jaeger-LeCoultre, the Polaris Chronograph. The reference number for this one, 9028480. Quite a big number there, but it's basically the Polaris Chronograph. This one with the blue dial. Now, basically, this is quite an interesting watch because Jaeger-LeCoultre are sort of traditionally known as having made their movements and sort of available to other makers such as Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet and even Vacheron Constantin, their movements being encased in other brands, but this one, their own brand, their own movement, everything made in-house from Jaeger-LeCoultre. I'll be going over all the aspects of this watch, the case, the dial, the crown functions, as well as that of the movement, the strap, and the wearing experience. I'll be giving you my thoughts on those throughout this video. So starting off, we have I believe it's a 100-meter water-resistant watch, 42 millimeters from finger to thumb. That's the distance from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or also the 10 to 4 o'clock, well, minus the pushers, of course. All in stainless steel, as you can see, satin brush finished from 12 to 6, with very nice sort of flaring of that first bevel with a high polish there. This one complete with stickers, as you can see, so it's a little bit harder to see the finish on there, but still no less beautiful. We have an exhibition case back, so you can see the movement on the inside, the JLC made by themselves. Again, very front, we have all steel construction, hardly any bezel to speak of. It's all about this dial, and that's basically where they bring it forward. Just underneath this sapphire crystal, a little bit curved, but even though it still fits just a little over 12 millimeters, slides very nicely under a suit cuff. A chronograph, something that is more of a sporty nature, but here on a brown leather bracelet, or brown leather strap rather, gives it sort of a better luxury feel. Sort of, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, because you can get this with a metal bracelet, matching steel bracelet, and you know, you can wear it sporty or you can wear it dressed up, and the case size definitely allows for that. Looking here at the dial, we have the tachometer or the tachymeter sort of like on its own sort of finish there, a little bit satin brush finished, sort of, in the way that it reflects the light. The sort of inner dial with the minutes and hours here sort of have a rough sandblasted finish, gives it quite a very interesting texture, diffuses the light, and really brings it toward the center here with these two sunken in subdials with the 30 minutes and 12 hours measured by the chronograph center mounted hand there, and a guilloche pattern sort of sunray or sunburst finish dead center with the Jaeger-LeCoultre full logo there, and indicating that it is an automatic winding watch. So what is interesting here is not only just that, but also the fact that, well, we do have a very nice chronograph feature, but this is the only means by which you can actually gauge seconds. So you actually have full control over the seconds feature of this watch, and thanks to the vertical clutch within the movement here, you can actually keep this running as long as you want. And in fact, pressing the top button feels very good. It's a very crisp, clean click. It's not chunky, and it doesn't actually, you know, feature any weird stuttered movement. It's a very clean and crisp movement by that chronograph hand, center-mounted lance style hand there. Stopping it and pressing the bottom 4 o'clock button resets that chronograph hand, as well as the counters, of course. And here, the crown movements, basically at the base position, you can wind the watch rather simply there. And about 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. Not too much else there, but pull it out to the only other position, and you can actually move that minute hand to wherever you want, wherever. It literally doesn't matter, because you have full control again over that seconds hand. So you can set this to an actual minute position, press the crown in, to engage it, and then press the chronograph hand so that you can keep that seconds hand moving. And if the seconds matter to you when you're telling the time, then you certainly have control over that. All right. Basically, what makes all of this work on the inside is the caliber 751H. This one, again, made in-house by Jaeger-LeCoultre, features a, I believe, 262, looking at my notes here, 262 total parts, 37 of them being joules, vibration per hour rating of 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 hertz, and it also has 2 barrels, so you have a full equal depressurization of those mainspring barrels, so that as the watch winds down, should you actually set it down, it'll actually keep a very consistent time throughout the entire winding process or unwinding process. 5.7 millimeters thick, and also a power reserve of up to 65 hours, so quite impressive for a chronograph with all the features there. And again, the chronograph running does not actually put extra wear on the movement or reduce the power reserve, so very good from Jaeger-LeCoultre. I wouldn't really expect anything less because, you know, honestly, if other watch brands who are far more expensive than JLC themselves can actually use JLC movements, you know, there's something special, something good to say about that. But also, the other special thing and good thing to say about that is, well, actually, before I get there, let me talk about the strap here. It's very interestingly placed on a brown leather strap, gives it sort of like a nice sort of inner calfskin, light brown, on the outside a dark brown. Very, very clean and extremely smooth, feels very good on the wrist, and will certainly patinate very beautifully over time. A sort of double deployment clasp here, only opened by pulling on it, and of course you can only open it in one way. The double-sided open there makes it very easy to open and close, very much less likely to pinch yourself when placing this on the wrist. And let me show you the watch on the wrist now. This one, the watch being 42 millimeters, my wrist being 7 inches in circumference. Well, not a surprise to anyone who has seen me on this channel, at least. This one is quite a big watch for me, and the way that the lugs sort of extend out from the case do add to that size. So it makes it quite a big, more of a large flat timepiece on the wrist, because again, this will slide under a suit cuff. It feels very good, and it still sort of has a chunky profile that actually does make it quite a very nice sports watch. So a very good watch that sort of just spans all of the entire gamut when it comes to the uses. The lugs sort of bend downward a little bit, but not too much to dig into the wrist if your wrist is more flat than round, mine being more round. The strap itself keeps the watch on the wrist, keeps it in place, although this one I do have sized quite large just for the sake of this video, but you know, wearing this on my wrist, it does not go anywhere. And the case itself, stainless steel, of course, but not incredibly heavy. It's incredibly light, actually, and you know, that just adds more to the credence that, you know, this is really not going anywhere. And certainly when we talk about the special features of this watch, what makes this watch so special? It's Jaeger-LeCoultre. People don't really think of their watches so much as their movements, but here I think what is also important is that the price point that they introduced this watch in is only $11,500 retail. What's close to that? Well, only $3,000 more than that is a Rolex Daytona, and I think actually what's quite interesting here is that Rolex Daytonas are only about $14,500 when it comes to retail, at least as of the making of this video. JLC places theirs around that point to really sort of introduce this and sort of push against Rolex, even though, you know, Rolex haven't really used JLC movements. Higher brands such as Audemars Piguet, the Holy Trinity, Vacheron Constantin, and even Patek Philippe themselves have used JLC movements, and JLC in this regard have sort of introduced themselves and saying that, you know, we can compete against even the top brands with even better precision. We have the history behind our movements. And something also quite interestingly enough, the only chronograph here within this price range that you can get with a steel case and a blue dial. Some people say that the dial color does not actually matter, but JLC only offers this one in blue or black. Rolex offers their stainless steel chronographs in black or white. Which would you prefer? I like having color myself, and I think most people would actually agree that blue actually does come out much better than most other monochromatic colors, black and white specifically. But you know, of course, that's my thing. May not be yours, but that's what I say. Let's turn out the lights here. You can actually see the luminescence of this watch. Very, very bright. It's actually clipping my highlights, so it's incredibly bright. And you can see this in any lighting situation. Low light, highlight, you can see it very clearly. All right, but that's all I have to say about this watch. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Would you get this one? Do you think this would actually fit in place of a Rolex Daytona? It's actually technically cheaper than that. And, you know, at a market price, well, not much higher than that of the retail, you know, you can still get this from us at Jazz Time. Links in the description below where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. And, you know, of course, leave us a like, be sure to comment and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch, go to our website, jazztime.com. Links in the description below where you can see it, you can buy it from us. At least as of the making of this video, at a very decent price, not much higher than retail, if even that. But that's just as of the making of this video. Prices are kind of crazy right now in 2022 when I'm recording this, so don't take my word for it. Go check it out. Get it sooner than later. You won't be disappointed.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.